At 84, Ann-Margret has finally opened up about a subject she has avoided for most of her long and successful career. Known for her elegance, charm, and professionalism, she has rarely spoken publicly about difficult co-stars or personal frustrations within the industry. But in a recent interview, reflecting on her decades in Hollywood, she chose to reveal the names of 5 actors she found the most difficult to work with, not out of bitterness, but as part of a larger discussion on respect, boundaries, and the reality of being a woman in show business. During its most male-dominated eras, she began by acknowledging that she has worked with some of the most legendary names in film and music, from Elvis Presley to Jack Nicholson, and that many of those experiences were positive, even life-changing, but not all were. Some left her feeling dismissed, undervalued, or simply disrespected. At this point in her life, she explained, she no longer feels the need to protect people who never extended the same courtesy to her. The first actor she named was someone she described as brilliant on camera but cruel when the lights were off. She recalled being ignored during rehearsals, mocked for her ideas, and once told she was just a distraction in a male-driven plot. Though she declined to go into every detail, she admitted that working with him made her consider walking away from the role entirely. She stayed only because she had already committed and didn't want to disappoint the crew or the director. The second name she revealed was an actor widely regarded as a comedy icon. While the world laughed at his charm, she said he was deeply insecure and took it out on his female co-stars. She recalled how he would change lines on set without warning, sabotage her scenes with improvisations that made her look foolish, and once berated her in front of the entire crew for stealing a laugh he thought was his. She said the experience left her feeling small and humiliated, especially since no one on set intervened. The third actor on her list was someone she worked with early in her career, when she was still trying to prove herself. She described him as cold, dismissive, and openly sexist. He refused to rehearse with her, wouldn't make eye contact, and told a reporter that she got the role because of her looks, not her talent. She said she cried after their first table read and nearly quit acting altogether, fearing that this was how it would always be. Years later, she ran into him at an awards show. He didn't remember her. Her fourth experience involved a high-profile film. That was a box office success but personally draining. She said the actor was known for method acting and used it as an excuse to treat people poorly off camera. He stayed in character constantly, which meant being cold, manipulative, and aggressive toward her. She said she felt trapped in a hostile environment for months. Looking back, she said the performance wasn't worth the emotional toll it took on her and the rest of the cast. The final name she mentioned came as a surprise because they were publicly seen as having good chemistry, but she said it was all for show. Off-screen he was competitive, constantly trying to upstage her, and even campaigned behind the scenes to have some of her scenes cut. She said it hurt deeply because she had admired him growing up and had looked forward to working with him. The experience taught her that professionalism isn't always mutual. Ann-Margret made it clear that she isn't naming these actors to destroy reputations. She said they've already received more than enough applause in their lives. Rather, she hopes by speaking out, she encourages others, especially younger actors, to trust their instincts. Speak up when something feels wrong, and never let anyone dim their light. She added, with a smile, that she still loves acting. And for every one of those negative experiences, there were 5 more filled with kindness, creativity, and genuine collaboration.